About 7 hours, the Minneapolis man charged in a brutal and shocking death of a Loring Park grocery clerk makes his first appearance in court. CC is at the courthouse with what we're expecting to hear today. Good morning, CC.
Good morning, and that court appearance is going to be at 1:30 today. We're learning that 44-year-old Taylor Scholes is being charged with second-degree murder for that fatal attack at Oak Grove Grocery. And about 18 hours ago, we got a hold of a criminal complaint, and it says that Scholes was caught on camera attacking 66-year-old Robert Scafty while he was working at the store on Friday. Scholes beat Scafty and ended up impaling him with a golf club. Scholes was arrested after a nearly 6-hour standoff at an apartment complex just right across the street where he lived. Documents are also showing that Scholes was committed to mental health treatment in 2021. Police say what happened over the weekend is senseless.
Something like this is grotesque. It's horrific. And again, we know a lot of our residents in this neighborhood are suffering, and our hearts just go out to everyone.
Now, the victim, Robert Scafty, he worked at that grocery store for over 20 years. He was a volunteer, a dancer. In about 30 minutes, we're going to hear from community members who knew him best. Alicia.
Yeah, such a horrific crime. All right, CC, thanks for that update. Well, nearly 2 decades into a life sentence, Marvin Haynes is waking up this morning a free man. He was serving time in Stillwater Prison for the murder of flower shop clerk Randy Scherer back in 2004. Kaya Edwards shows us how he got here and Haynes' first words as a free man.
Just over an hour after Marvin Haynes left the Stillwater prison, he spoke here at the Hennepin County Government Center. Dozens of family members, friends, and supporters were there to watch as County Attorney Mary Moriarty formally apologized to him. She says back in 2005, prosecutors relied almost exclusively on eyewitness identification. But no forensic evidence, surveillance video, or murder weapon connected Haynes to Scherer's murder.
That should have made any prosecutor hesitant to bring charges because eyewitness identifications are often unreliable and one of the leading causes of wrongful convictions.
It takes the community to recognize these things to change it. So I just appreciate everybody for their support and their love, and I'm exonerated now. I'm innocent. I'm just glad about that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
The Innocence Project worked to release Haynes, and now Haynes says he plans to work with them to free others.
My sister lost so much trying to fight for me to get innocence. Like, she neglected herself in the process of me getting my life back. So, I mean, words cannot describe what she means to me and my family.
And the family of the murder victim, Randy Scherer, calls news of Haynes' release a travesty. They're standing by his sister, who was the only eyewitness the day Scherer was shot and killed at the family flower shop back in 2004. She has since passed away. The flower shop closed down and a few siblings moved away, taking solace that the killer had been caught. Then came the news, though, of Haynes' release.
As far as I'm concerned, this is all bull. And you can conjure up all kinds of proof, but there's something else going on there.
We reached out to Minneapolis police with questions about their original police work and where an investigation, if there is one, may lead right now, but we haven't heard back. The county attorney also said her office regularly provides a victim's advocate, but in this case, their contacts with the Scherer family had all passed away, making the news for the family that we spoke with all the more surprising. This morning, St. Paul police are investigating a deadly shooting inside of a home in the Hamlin Midway neighborhood. Police say they got a 911 call over 24 hours ago with a woman saying an intruder who she knew was in her home. A man then got on the phone saying he fired several shots and the intruder was down. That's when police say another man called saying he was dying, but he didn't answer any other questions. Police found a victim when they got to the home. They say he died at the hospital. A new law in Minneapolis is giving renters more protections after they sign a lease. It follows what leaders called a fiasco back in August, when hundreds of University of Minnesota students found out that their apartment building was still under construction on what was supposed to be their move-in day. The students were left without a home and on the hook for their rent. But under this new law, all renters are entitled to alternative housing or a full reimbursement until their housing is ready. Renters can now also exit their lease with all fees refunded if landlords fail to deliver housing on time.
We do know this has been a common practice across Minneapolis that unfortunately is now getting some course of action, responsive action, and hopefully no other renter has to be in this predicament moving forward.
According to documents obtained by KARE 11, a court case filed by families involved in that August incident was settled with both sides agreeing to dismiss the case. Today is the start of the Federal Reserve's last meeting of the year, and investors are hoping the central bank will stop raising interest rates. Wall Street experts say the Fed is expected to keep interest rates unchanged between 5.25 and 5.5%. A decision is expected tomorrow afternoon. This year, interest rates have been raised 11 times to fight inflation, making all kinds of loans more expensive. There's also word that rates could come down as early as June. The clock is ticking on 2023, but there's still things you can do to improve your tax situation. Experts say you can maximize your contributions, make sure your medical receipts for the year are collected, and also consider a last-minute gift to your favorite charity. Did you know you could also make a gift of stocks to nonprofits?
So for instance, if I owned stock that was worth $10,000 and I wanted to, and it had a big gain in it, I could give away that $10,000 and basically give away to the charitable organization the gain, and they would not have to pay tax on it.
Good advice. Most charities are set up to accept a donation of stocks. You just have to reach out and ask. If you'd like more details on the end of the year money moves that you should be making now, check out our Your Money on KARE 11 Plus. We have new episodes airing Mondays at 8 p.m. All right, time check on your Tuesday, 6:09, sitting at 24 degrees. It definitely felt cooler this morning, but things will be heating up this week, John.
Yeah, they will. It is not going to feel at all like late December. I mean, we're going to be talking about very warm conditions. Now, this morning, definitely grab your coat. It's going to be a chilly day. I just keep looking at this, and I think this is kind of the story right now. We are the bullseye to be way above average over the next 2 weeks. This now goes into Christmas Day. So, this is the first time I pulled this out. What are the odds of a white Christmas just in general, right? It's unbelievable when you get up to Brainerd and Duluth. It is extremely uncommon to have a brown or green Christmas. But things rapidly change. You get to the Twin Cities, 71%, 60s down to the south. Where do we sit this year? Ooh, I would say 5 or 10% chance of a white Christmas. It would have to come really Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and it just looks unlikely at this point. And that's how confident we are that it's going to be warm for the next 2 weeks. With that being said, not warm at all right now. 5 below in Thief River Falls. These are actual wind chills. 0 in Alexandria, 6 in Wilmer, 11 degrees in the Twin Cities. So we're going to look at wind chills and temps, and I can definitely feel it. It's biting out here a little bit. 22 degrees to start. We'll get up into the upper 20s. These are the highs. These are the wind chills. You can see the wind chills today. Winds at about 10 to 15, making it feel like the teens most of the day. Highs today, 22 in Duluth, little lake effect snow on the South Shore of Wisconsin, 28 in the Twin Cities, 30s down in Mankato, right around 30. This is technically a below average day. So you've got high pressure coming in here. We get a lot of sunshine. That's nice. High pressure comes in from Canada. The day it comes in from Bismarck, it's always a cold day every single time. And then the day it goes down into Illinois, it's always going to start warming up. And that's because the high comes in and it drives in a north wind. And then when it leaves, it gives you a south wind. And that's where we're going to be tomorrow. We'll be talking about the warming trend. This is what it looks like over the next couple of days. Today, 28, 37. And then we go to 45, making ladder jumps here the next few. And we'll ride the 40s through the weekend.